This was a time before civilization. Before man became magic. Before man learned to make tools that tamed the world instead of yielding to it. Life was still raw. Kael had lived many seasons, he couldn't say how many. Only that there had been a great many, maybe 100. Maybe more. Was hard to count seasons. Some stretched on so long they felt like lifetimes. Others changed so quickly it was hard to tell if they'd even been real. He had traveled his whole life, always following the herd. Some lands had only one long, warm season. Those were kind. Others were cursed with only cold. He survived those, but barely. The best places had 4 seasons. You could trust the cold to leave, and the warmth to bloom. And when the flowers came, they sang with color. Later the wind would warn you, get ready, the cold was coming again. Those were the good places. He wasn't in one of those now, where Kael stood now. There were only 2 seasons, a short warmth and a long cold. And the cold was here. Back when he had only lived a handful of seasons, the elders told him they were living through the Second Great War. It had already lasted 24,000 seasons. The first had lasted 300,000. These numbers meant nothing to Kael. They were too large. No one could remember 24,000 seasons. Kael could barely remember 20. His early memories were fuzzy and likely false. He remembered being small, weak, but the last person to call him weak. He had fought and killed. What? 50, 80 seasons ago. So maybe he had never been weak. Maybe those were someone else's memories. Counting seasons was like chasing smoke. He often lost track around 30. He wished there were a way to make thoughts real, to trap them in something. He'd seen cave paintings once, images of wild beasts burned and carved into stone. The elder had sung and made them move, dance across the wall like memory turned to flame. That was magic. He had seen magic. He just didn't have it. Few did. The day Kael became lost was the worst and best day of his life. He was on patrol in the mountains with his tribe, a search and protect party. They were scouting for trolls. Not real trolls, Kael knew that, but everyone still called them that. The truth was worse. These beings were something else. They walked like men, but breathed like stone, broad back, thick-browed, draped in fur, like winter had claimed them as its own. They didn't speak like men. They hummed low and deep like the earth before a quake. Some said they talked to mountains. Others said they were mountains. Kael and his brother Druk were walking near the ridge, slightly ahead of the others. They weren't supposed to be, but Druk had wanted a better look. Kael followed. The edge gave out beneath him. It wasn't a fall, it was a slide, a long one. The ridge faded above, the patrol wouldn't come. In their world, a fall meant death or being broken, and broken didn't bring rescue. Only death. Kael spotted a ledge thick with frost-covered plants. If they caught it, they might survive. They could climb their way back. He looked over to Druk, who was laughing. Druk always flirted with death, and death always flirted back, but at a distance, Kael yelled, pointed to the ledge. Druk heard him. Barely he knelt, balancing as he slid. He was grinning, playing for him. Danger was a game waiting to be named. Kael hated that grin, and loved it too. Druk rose briefly, steady on his feet, and pointed further downslope, more ledges. A path down his technique, Kael had to admit, was clever. Others might learn to slide like that one day. Maybe even enjoy it. Kael stood too, using his brother's trick. He breathed relief when he saw the route down, then he saw the cliff. Druk was drifting off course. Kael screamed, pointed. Druk's brow furrowed. Realization hit him too late. He jumped, trying to right his path, then panic overtook him. Kael saw it. Real panic. The first time. Druk lost control. He spun, tumbled. Kael grabbed vines, rocks, anything to slow his descent. He landed hard, scraped and bleeding, but alive, just in time to see his brother vanish over the ledge, arms out, mouth open. Gone. Kael descended as fast as he could. The last time he had seen healing magic, it had come from a woman who had touched a dying child and brought them back. He didn't know how, but he believed he could do it too. He had to.